Good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll give a summary of my experience summiting the Margherita and Speke peaks in the Ruwenzori range of mountains in western Uganda during the month of September 2023. A detailed step-by-step thread is available on X, formerly Twitter, as shared in the comment section below. My name is Alphonse, an outdoors enthusiast based in Nairobi, Kenya. I enjoy traveling, hiking, and camping. Notable mountains I've summited are Kilimanjaro at an elevation of 5895 meters in January 2010. Kenya, 5199 meters in April of 2012, and Ruwenzori Ranges at 5109 meters in September of 2023. During the intervening years, I have done countless hikes in Ngong, the Aberdares, and Ukambani, with more planned out. Other adventures include the road trip to Turkana with a tour of the islands, Malindi with jogging on the beach, bungee jumping 60 meters in Sagana, Kenya in December 2010, and Victoria Falls 111 meters on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe in May 2011. The latter appears in this channel. On the side, I also do half marathons, and in 2023, I've been privileged to do the Moshi and Ruwenzori half marathons in Tanzania and Uganda, respectively. Ruwenzori has been on my bucket list for the longest and was actually meant to do it in 2020, then COVID struck, and that plan was deferred. I started off by selecting service providers based on responsiveness, cost, and what the package included. I settled on Wisman Safaris and Expeditions, who are based in Kasese town. Getting myself to Kasese certainly helped in bringing down the cost, and the icing on the cake was the cost was inclusive of all the equipment that I would need. Having booked Marsh Pass, we left Nairobi on the 29th of August 2023 at 1650 hours and got to the Busia border on the 31st of August 2023 at 0230 hours. One alights with all their hand luggage, and the bus is driven to a separate area for inspection of the luggage compartments. We resumed the journey at 0354 hours and arrived in Kampala at 0816 hours. I then boarded Link, departing for Kasese at 0934 hours and arriving at 1753 hours. From where I headed out to the hotel for some well-deserved rest after the grueling 25 hours on the road. Day 1, September 3rd, 2023. We left the hotel for the main UWA gate with a stopover at RMS station in Nyakalengijo, where we were given a briefing while the team we would be going with made preparations. Having registered at the UWA gate, we officially began our hike and ended the day at Nyabitaba camp at 1525 hours. Day 2, September 4th, 2023. We left at 0845 hours and took the anti-clockwise direction of the central circuit, passing through Omuku Mujungu and Nyamuleju camp before getting to the John Mahata camp at 1448 hours. The hut is equipped with an automatic solar light that switches on when darkness falls. Day 3, September 5th, 2023. Woke up to some stunning views of Margherita and Alexander peaks, leaving the camp at 0913 hours. We went through Bigo camp and the 3 boardwalks before getting to Bujuku camp at 1420 hours. The camp's name translates to cold, and yes, it wasn't named in error. General advice is to set off from John Mahata early and get to Bigo before noon to avoid the rain. Day 4, September 6th, 2023, the day I made an attempt at my first peak, Speke 4890 meters. We set off at 0955 hours and summited at 1321 hours, with arrival back in the hut, cold, hungry, wet, tired, but fulfilled at 1730 hours. For this particular summit, I would recommend you work out your core and upper body strength, since it gets very technical and you have to hoist yourself up using a rope and harness in 2 sections. Day 5, September 7th, 2023. I woke up at 0630 hours and set out for Margherita Peak at 0817 hours. We got to the Irene Junction at 0840 hours, switched to our hiking boots from the gumboots, and departed at 0856 hours. We hit snow proper and stopped to attach the crampons and pick an ice axe, then went on to summit Margherita Peak 5109 meters at 1500 hours. We had the photo op, I crossed over to DRC, had snacks, then started the journey back down at 1535 hours. We branched right at the Irene snowline to head for the Elena camp, where we arrived at 2010 hours. Ideally, we should have headed out to Elena Hut from Bujuku, then started our push for the summit at night, but I chose the path less trodden, challenging but fulfilling. Day 6, September 8th, 2023. Woke up to the sunrise, although there was no heat, and I had my first view of the rocky Elena camp. Carefully navigating the rocks, we set off in our gumboots for Kitandara camp at 08:45 hours and got there at 11:44 hours. The rocky patch eases off as you approach Kitandara. We then set off for Guy Yeoman camp at 12:07 hours with a stopover for lunch at Freshfield Pass. We finally got to Guy Yeoman at 18:24 hours. I had the most water intake on this day. Luckily, streams abound, so I never ran out of the fluid. Day 7, September 9th, 2023, the homecoming. Setting off at 08:40 hours, I got a very good optical treat in terms of the numerous waterfalls across River Mobuku. There's plenty of bamboo vegetation after the Kishushu Bridge, which gives way to marshland, and we finally got to Nyabiethaba camp at 13:13 hours. Having had lunch, we resumed the trek at 14:10 hours before finally getting to the UW gate at 16:33 hours, having covered 58.33 kilometers of the central circuit. Journey back home on the 11th of September 2023, the bus, which was 20% full, left Kasese at 04:38 hours, and we got to Kampala at 12:33 hours. I then proceeded to book my bus back to Kenya, and we left at 16:45 hours, getting to the Busia border at 21:58 hours. We were done with immigration at 23:20 hours and got back on the road at 23:45 hours, arriving in Nairobi at 08:16 hours on the 12th of September 2023. What next? Short term, I intend to do Mount Meru in Tanzania. And going on to Rwanda, I intend to do all the 5 volcanic peaks, Bisoke, Muhabura, Karisimbi, Sabinyo, and Gahinga in 2024. Long term is to do Everest. Thank you for tuning in, and all the best in your attempt at Ruwenzori.
Yes. You're welcome to the highest of Uganda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Video is done?
Yes.
Okay. So now you're taking a picture.
Okay.
For the price of one, I'm off to DRC. It's just across over there. So now I'm in the DRC.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, good people. I came to Uganda, crossed over to the DRC without a visa, but what can I say? It's a very good feeling, it's a good experience. I would urge you to do your best, see whether you can beat this challenge as well. Get to Margherita Peak, hop on to DRC, and then back to Uganda. All right, thank you, thank you. Victory.
Video.
Sorry? Oh, video.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'm at Margherita Peak, highest point in Uganda. That feels good. Thanks to my able guide. I don't know whether, no, of course you cannot see him, but he's the one taking the video. I'd like to thank you very much. It was grueling. But Nelson, we've done it. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right.
Yeah.